Ah, cool guitar, mate. What type of bands are you into? Well, the only band I know right now is Fall Out Boy, but I am trying to get into a lot of bands so I can learn how to play this thing a lot more. Ah, you want to learn some new bands? Well, I got something for you. Hey go, mate, give this a listen. Oh, alright then. Whoa! Hello guys. Now, I'm pretty sure you guys have heard that Van Halen, Eddie Van Halen, has passed away. And I'm just here to remind you guys that even though Eddie Van Halen is gone, do you know that his legacy will still live on? I mean, Van Halen released their first record in 1978, and people till this day still talk about that record and how amazing it is. Eddie Van Halen was a man of his time, and he cannot ever be replaced whatsoever. And speaking of his memory, I just want to talk to you guys today about all the great memories I had listening to Van Halen and being just a fan of Van Halen in general. Please comment below about your amazing memories with Van Halen. I would love to hear the stories, honestly. But anyways, let's get on to this video. So, I'm going to tell you guys the very first time I've ever listened to Van Halen's Eruption. As you guys seen in the intro of this video, it was 7th grade for me. There was like this guitar club that I had, and at the time, the only band I knew was Fall Out Boy. I wanted to listen to a lot more other rock bands, and somebody just recommended me Van Halen. So we were in the computer lab, and we looked up Eruption by Van Halen, and my god, was I mind blown. And yeah, you know, a lot of guitar players in this generation already know what he's doing. He's tapping, two-hand tapping and all that stuff. But to my 13-year-old mind, I was just like, how is he doing this? How does this exist? And how can I learn this? Again, this record came out in 78. To think this album is still blowing minds till this day, that really means a lot, honestly. Dude, are you actually playing guitar or are you just making noise? Ugh, you wouldn't understand. Alright, the next memory I got is Van Halen was the very first band shirt I ever got, and I'm actually wearing it right now. It was my 14th birthday. My brother-in-law noticed how much I really loved rock bands and stuff, so he decided to take me to Hot Topic. He let me pick and choose which band shirts I wanted. At the time, they had like this Motley Crue shirt. I was about to choose a Motley Crue shirt over this one, but that Motley Crue shirt was a small, and this is the only like medium of a band that I know at the time that they had. So I definitely went with Van Halen, obviously. So yeah, by the end of that day, I came out with 2 shirts. I got this Van Halen shirt and I got this Guns N' Roses shirt. These were the 2 first band shirts I've ever gotten, and until this day, this still fits me, which is surprising. I don't know how this still fits me. Alright, next thing we got. So I have a lot of people that come over and visit me, and they always wonder, what vinyl is this that I have on the wall? Well, this is actually an original Van Halen 2 vinyl, and a friend of mine just gave it to me because he was just all like, oh, well, I have an original Van Halen vinyl, do you want it? I was like, is it really original? And it actually is. It's actually really scratched up. I don't have the case for it. I don't know, I'm just really happy to have this thing. I've never put it on a turntable because, again, it's all scratched up, so I'm pretty sure it's not going to work whatsoever. I'm pretty sure I pissed off a lot of vinyl collectors out there. I'm so sorry. Alright, the next memory I have about Van Halen is, I remember the first time listening to 5150. When people were telling me about the Van Hagar era and telling me that they didn't like it and that it's bad and stuff, I was just really curious. I was just like, well, I should give it a try at least, you know? And to think, I actually like the Van Hagar era. Yeah, I know we can have the whole argument about who's better, David Lee Roth or Sammy Hagar, but in all honesty, I like the best of both worlds. You guys see what I did there? Because it's a song in the Van Hagar era. But yeah, so I remember being at a movie training company and I saw the Van Halen 5150 album. I picked it up and I was just like, oh my god. There was this one song in the album that really got me, and that song is Dreams. If you guys have not listened to Dreams by Van Halen, I advise you to stop this video right now and go listen to Dreams by Van Halen. That song is just so good. It is amazing. That song really inspired me to just do what I love. I mean, the song is called Dreams.
My whole life has been music. I could not imagine anything else.
Another thing Van Halen inspired me to do is build my own guitar. Yes, I have basically upgraded my first guitar that I've ever had. If you guys don't know or have ever noticed, I have this blue fake Stratocaster that I first started with. It was my very first guitar, my very first electric guitar, and I really loved it to death, honestly, but it didn't work the way I wanted it to. I mean, it is a fake anyways. So I've decided to, instead of selling the guitar to get a better one, because I've cherished it so much, because it's my first guitar I've ever got, I decided to give it some upgrades. I remember watching the video where Van Halen was talking about how he upgraded and modified his guitar.
The replica. Some people call it Frankenstein. I call it my baby.
Yeah, I was just like, well, I kind of want to do the same thing too. All I did was change the bridge pickup to a humbucker, and then from there I changed out the neck as well, because I mean the old neck was pretty bad. So yeah, Van Halen basically inspired me to build my own guitar, and I'm pretty sure you guys should do it too. It's honestly a really fun and exciting experience, and it makes the guitar more unique to you, because again, it's a guitar that you've built to your own standards.
Oh, hello, Thurman. It's your first day of school.
Alright, the final thing that Van Halen inspired me in is actually a pretty big one. Van Halen was basically the first thing that me and my drummer played live together. Now, technically, this song isn't really a Van Halen song, it's Beat It by Michael Jackson, but I'm pretty sure a lot of you do know that the solo in that song was Eddie Van Halen playing. Now, I remember being in the music club in my old college and them saying, can you play the solo to Beat It by Michael Jackson? At the time, I really couldn't, and I don't think I still can. I did do some of the things that Van Halen did in that song. My drummer has told this story a lot in this channel. The way we met was through the music club. He was a last minute drummer because the two other drummers that were going to do that live show kind of just called out. And he was basically the last resort. He got the song down, and then that's how we met. And we have footage of us playing this song. I've been showing it to you guys a lot. Now that you guys have heard of everything that Van Halen has inspired me, it's time for you guys to hear some of my band members on how Van Halen inspired them. So here they are.
What's up, people? So, as a lot of y'all probably know by now, a couple of days ago, the legendary guitar player Eddie Van Halen died. And that's probably one of the saddest things I've ever heard in my life. Knowing that one of my favorite guitarists of all time, like we're talking top 2 here, has died. He was always such a huge inspiration to me. I mean, this is right here behind me, that's my first ever electric guitar that I've ever owned, and it is a Kramer. And for those that don't know, Kramer, they signed Eddie Van Halen at one point early on in his career. So I mean, every time I see that guitar, I think of Eddie Van Halen. That's what comes to mind whenever I see it, and that's got a lot of meaning to me. And I mean, fuck. I even one point bought this signature model Eddie Van Halen wah pedal. I don't even use wah pedals that often, but it's Eddie Van Halen, so that's something that I had to get. And fuck, what started it all for me, right here. Guitar Hero Van Halen. That shit, I got it immediately whenever it came out as a kid, and I played it so much. It was some really touching stuff, and it saddens me to know that one of the greatest guitar players who revolutionized so much stuff. He did tapping and all like these pick squeals and everything. He did it all. Every time I hear any sort of Van Halen song, I'm just like, fuck. He was too good of a guitar player. This is for you, Eddie.
Hello, everyone. So I'm sure you're made well aware by this point. A few days ago, when the press release took off that Mr. Eddie Van Halen is no longer with us. This really sucks. This is a major blow not to just the guitar community, but to the music community overall. we all found out about, in the band, we all found out about Eddie's passing when we were at band practice. We were practicing at my house. We were in the garage. We had just finished playing one of the songs. We were all super tired. I was like, you guys want any water? So I ran in, grabbed some water, got back out to the garage, and everyone looked super glum. And Pedro was like, today's the worst day. You know, today's fucked. And then he said, Eddie Van Halen died. And I was like, no, we didn't. That doesn't happen. No, we didn't. So I pulled out my phone, looked it up. I saw the press release myself firsthand. Immediately ran back and called my dad. He was at work. Called my dad. He is the guy who got me into Van Halen. He got me into most of the music I listened to, but he got me into Van Halen in the first place. Called my dad. I told him. He was like, no fucking way. One thing that really gravitated me towards Eddie's playing was, as a classical music fanatic myself, all periods of classical music, he had a very Baroque style to his playing, especially in his tapping passages. It reminded me a lot of Bach. And whenever he did that thing when he would tap and then like screw with his volume knob on his guitar, and it sounded like a cello. The coolest shit I've ever seen in my entire goddamn life. I remember when Guitar Hero Van Halen first came out, I used to religiously play Guitar Hero. There was a family video down the road from where I live, and I went to the family video, picked up Guitar Hero Van Halen, I played the shit out of that game. I rented it from there. After I had to take it back, parents took me to Walmart, and I bought it. From the Nintendo Wii. Easily one of my favorite Guitar Hero games. A lot of you probably don't know, but there are three. I am a guitar player myself. It was the first instrument that I learned a long time ago, and there are three guitar players that really motivated me to pick up the electric guitar in the first place and got me into music. Richie Sambora, Mike Campbell, and Eddie fucking Van Halen. So this whole thing is insanely devastating. Not just for myself, for Eddie's family, for everyone who was inspired by him, but just for music. So.
But anyways, please like, share, and subscribe if you like this video. And again, guys, please comment below about your memories with Van Halen, like songs, merch, stuff in general, because I would definitely love to hear that. Stay safe out there, and I hope you guys have a great day.